Good morning, best friends. Welcome to... I never start these with welcome to my channel. Oh, that is so 2015 YouTuber. On that topic, me already getting sidetracked. That new Josh Peters documentary's come out about the Brit crew. I started watching it yesterday. Really interesting. Although I saw that Zoella and Alfie didn't reply to any of his texts to be in it, which is interesting. Although I feel like that makes sense because they seem like they've got their kids now. They seem very like separate from all that. Anyway, sorry, that was a real dump within the first 5 seconds. You know what documentary I watched last night actually? Chris Van, I don't know his last name, the like doctor. His documentary on ultra processed food, because I'm currently researching that topic for podcast episodes. That was really interesting. But now I'm hyper aware of everything I'm eating and like how processed it is. Not in like an unhealthy way, just in like an intrigued way. Like this morning I want to go to Blank Street Coffee again, and then I was like, why am I starting to think about how processed Blank Street Coffee is? Like, it's never that deep. Everything in moderation. How are you all? I hope you're all really well. I hope you're all slaying. I hope you're all just doing wonderful. I turned 22 last week. Had my birthday. I had my birthday in a flat viewing. So I'm older and my room is so clean. You can see like just everything's so empty. I've been trying to get rid of like all my belongings. Very much like decluttering my life. I've been heavy on the vintage. The charity shops have never seen me so much with bags. It's been a workout. Just don't have shit anymore. I'm such a like, I was never a hoarder, but I just like had a lot of shit. Even just like bedside table now, that's so minimalistic. I'm really trying to live a clutter-free life. Last week would have been such like a funny week to vlog because it was my birthday week, but I really struggle to like mix people. I don't know if like, I feel like you're either like this or you're not. Like some people like would love to have like say a birthday party or a surprise birthday party or just any form of birthday party where you like bring all your friends and family together and like everyone you know from all your different sectors of life is together. That to me is a nightmare. That to me is awful. So for my birthday I really like separated everyone over like the course of a week, which sounds so dramatic because girl, just have a birthday party, but I can't do it. But I couldn't really vlog. I don't really vlog the people in my life. I'm kind of separated on YouTube because I just like, even like recently, like I went to Berlin with my friends and we were like on holiday and like Cam was like, oh, like I'm so surprised you're not vlogging. Like, why are you not vlogging this trip? And I was like, oh, I don't ever want my like friends or family or anyone in my life to feel like I'm like monetizing our relationship. Like ultimately that's work to some degree. Like if I was vlogging Berlin, I'm having to like not really be like 100% present in the moment because I'm like, oh, with the vlog, want to see this. And then I'm like, not at all that I do YouTube for like the money. Like I'm not seeing this as like clocking in for a shift, but then I'd be like making money off that like per view and shit. And I'm just like, that feels like I'm monetizing a holiday. So didn't vlog any of that. But that would have been a fire vlog because let me tell you, Monday, night before my birthday, guess what I did? A Bollywood dance class. Went to a Bollywood dance class for my 22nd birthday. That was so much fun. The thing is though, I didn't realise the Bollywood dance class was like an 8-week block of classes where like the same people were going every week and like building on like choreography and stuff. So we turn up on the last block. Did not realise it was the last of like the session. We turn up on like the very last class and everyone knows the choreography already, and it was so hard. It was so hard. So much fun though. Phenomenal. Really phenomenal. But I was at the back. Thankfully though, this like other couple like turned up who had never done it before either. They had the same mindset. The woman who was running the class is not like she was bothered. Like she came up to us at the end and she was all like, yous were like great for a first time. Like you should come back. We'll be going back one day to a first class. I said this in a recent vlog, but I've been so into like my collaging and my zine making again recently. Cutting and sticking. Zine, for example. This is one I made the other day. It's like actually like a really old photo. I've got no tattoos in this photo. You just get an A4 bit paper and you fold it in a certain way and cut it to make a little book, and then it opens up like a little book. I'm not written in this one yet. I've just been heavy into making these for years, and Edinburgh has a zine library like a section of like the big library. It's like on the top floor. And I was about to say no one knows about it, but like no one in my life is like into this thing, so like there's definitely lots of people who know about it, but just like I don't see anyone talking about it. And it's like kind of like not even just archives, because anyone could like submit them, but like people just submit zines and then you can go through them all and you can sit and read them. And I need to do that. That's exactly what I want to do with my Wednesday morning. And then I need to work as well. I've got like my podcast research and all the ultra processed food stuff, so I'm going to do that too. That's a perfect day for me. That's so exciting day. I'm really mixing work and play, even though my work feels like play. Yeah, but you know what's right next to the library? Blank Street Coffee. And I look like a Blank Street Coffee addict because in my last vlog I went to Blank Street twice, and that was over the course of like 4 days. And you don't want to keep seeing me go to the same coffee shop, but that honeycomb latte they do is just so fucking good. In the past 2 weeks I've had 4 of them. I don't think that's that bad. It's a little treat. Because I'm not buying cakes out a lot, guys. I'm gluten free, so this really is my little treat. But yeah, gonna get a coffee, go to the zine library, go work. Phenomenal day. Okay, this is your sign to always check things online before you get too excited about them, because that zine library doesn't exist in there anymore. I actually haven't been in like a year, and I just checked their website there. So I was just like, oh, you should really make sure it's still there. And it's not. It's moved to some other gallery in Broughton Street, and it's closed today. So we'll still go to the library. There'll be other stuff there. I just shall not be looking at zines today, which is a shame. It is very busy for Wednesday morning. This is one of those days now where I feel really paranoid vlogging in public. Also, I think I maybe overdrank this and ran it to the ground. Struggling to drink it now. Drank too many of them. Still great though. Chris Brown played in Glasgow last night, and so many journalists like interviewed people going to the concert. The way people are embarrassing themselves, outing themselves. I'm glad they are, because it's outing themselves for who they are. But it's just appalling seeing the amount of content of people being like, oh, he served his time. I've just seen a woman say he's got a bad boy reputation, but we all love a bad boy. I hope they're waking up with shame today. It's really loud in here. We're going to go to the library across the road soon. Not be reading any zines. This is a terrifying lift. Someone with a lift phobia would die in here. Anyway, going to the art and design library. I'm scared. I love this little room so much. I used to come here and read the zines all the time. I'm so sad they moved. This is like the photography section. Like all the books around me are photography books. And there's such a specific type of photography book that I love. Exhibit A, specific like food photography. Anything to do with food. I've had this for years. I've spoke about this summer before. I did like art in high school. And I just would always paint food. And even still I have this like obsession. I was talking about this on Instagram the other day actually. It's like obsession with like hyper-realism food. Love. Exhibit B. And then Exhibit C. Palm Springs. Is Palm Springs where High School Musical was set? That egg does not look real. This is like my favourite little lunch spot. It's right next to the Edinburgh Uni building, so one of my friends who goes there recommended it, and then we always come here. I've got grandma's chicken soup. If you had a cold, this would be great, but it's great now as well, but yeah, so good. That little grandma's chicken soup was so nice. Coming to work now. Welcome to the kitchen. I made this dinner last night and it was phenomenal, like genuinely phenomenal. Now, this is not a recipe video in the sense of like I think I've come up with anything extravagant. I know this is like bog standard type dinner, but if anyone gets uninspired with meals, this is a very kitchen cupboard staple minus the salmon. So it's inspiration rather than some marvellous creation. Honey, garlic, tomato, salmon. Side salad. Oh, for a start, I've used about 4 or 5 garlic cloves. Thankfully not seeing anyone this evening, so hence eating a massive amount of garlic. I'm pretty sure it's like a natural antibiotic. I don't know if that's only if it's raw, but when I had like my horrid illness the other week, Ever was just being like, eat raw garlic, which I didn't do because I genuinely don't think I could stomach that. Everyone was saying it's a natural antibiotic. Anyway, so frying tons of garlic with onions, then at the same time throwing in about that many tomatoes. I'm doing that on a very low heat because I've not even started cooking rice or salmon yet, which I'm about to do. I was thinking today when I was like out and about, like at the soup place for lunch and like at Blank Street, I was like, it really looks like I eat out like every day based on my vlogs, which I don't. I actually do mostly cook and even make coffee at home. I have a coffee machine there, but I like to be out and about when I'm vlogging, and like I kind of use like YouTube as like time to give people like cafe recommendations, food recommendations. So I'll like go to places that I've been with like friends or like tried, but I don't be filled. I look like I'm just out there eating out cool places all the time, which I do have the privilege of doing, but not all the time in the way that I feel like my vlogs make out. And then salmon literally is so basic. I'm literally just putting random seasoning on, like chili, paprika, herbs, all purpose, and also just putting like a tiny bit of honey in it. And I'm going to put that in the air fryer for 10 minutes. Rice and the salmon both cook for 10 minutes. Perfect. Ignore the mess, I tomato flew out the pan, but this is like I've skipped my steps. What I did was squish all the tomatoes down so that the onion and garlic would cook in like their juice, and then added honey and balsamic vinegar, and then Italian herbs, all-purpose seasoning, paprika and chili flakes. This really now is giving recipe video, and I hadn't realised how unflattering this angle was for me. But salmon done. Potentially overcooked, but I like that. Then just tipping that into that sauce. And now I will eat that salmon skin. I like salmon skin. I plated that up so terribly. That doesn't look great there, but trust it tastes great. Also, cute little view. Thank you, Anna, for these flowers. Got them for my birthday. Phenomenal. Genuinely great. Forgot to add salt on camera. Did add salt. Salad goes great with it, actually. But yeah, I'll pick up the vlog again tomorrow, I think. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Hello best friends, it's a good few days later. Look at my floor. I just filmed like a physical media recommendations for TikTok. Seagulls are loud, so they're all over my floor. Got these the other day. I just really want to show you these because they're so cool. I followed this account or shop on Instagram for like ages, but I've really been trying to make more recipes from like physical media. Did I talk about this in this vlog already? How I got the magazine from Tesco and the meals in it were banging. And these are just magazines with like recipes. It's called the Hot Girl Cooking Club. And I just think they're so cute. I don't say cute there and cool at the same time. That one has olives on the front. I really wanted that one. I also am just like, they will be gorgeous on display in my new place. They'll be making those zines. It's been a good few days since I last vlogged. It was my graduation yesterday. I might overlay some photos. Lovely, lovely day. I've been like the busiest bee ever that I've not had a chance to film. But I'm vlogging today, although I'm doing something terrible. I'm doing something absolutely ridiculous. That's like borderline not even funny anymore in this vlog. Basically, in my last vlog I went to Blank Street twice. I've already been to Blank Street in this vlog. But let me show you this. I was not going to go today. I'm not being sponsored or anything by Blank Street. I'm just giving heavy Blank Street fan in these vlogs. They put me in their close friends. I've already mentioned this because I'm there all the time. If you're in their close friends, you get access to the inside scoop is what they call it. And I'm not spoiling this because this will be out by the time I post this anyway. But if you're in their close friends, you show this to someone at the counter and you get to try all their drinks before they're released. So what they're releasing is a salted pistachio matcha. So I'm going to go get that. It's like 2 p.m. Had a work call this morning for the fashion designer that I'm working with in London, Dancy. Have I said that here? She's the woman who I made that at-home cafe with, like a vlog like a year ago. Yeah, yesterday was just such a beautiful grad day. Just like a beautiful day. Graduated at like 3 p.m. Went for like lovely drinks. Went for a lovely meal. The flat is full of flowers. Let me show you actually. So many flowers in the flat right now. There we are. I need to tidy. Is this a terrible angle? You know what I did this morning? I was like almost finished the honey. So instead of trying to scoop all that out into my coffee cup, I was like, I'll make the honey in the coffee jar. Innovation. I feel like a real lesbian actually now. I got a carabiner for my keys. But no jeans to clip them onto today. I guess this is kind of a play on like the Dubai chocolate type thing. It's really tasty. I'm just sitting here like doing worky bits on my phone. Got a parcel though. As I was leaving my flat, I had like a UPS thing. I know it's some sort of PR, but I don't know what it is, so I thought we could open it together. Oh, I actually can't open that. I actually definitely can't open that in a cafe. I actually signed an NDA for this brand deal. And also if I opened this in Blank Street, it would look really, really wrong. You would all know what it was if I showed you. And you would laugh if I got this out in Blank Street right now. In the next vlog I'll tell you what this is, because the video might be out by then. That's so fucking funny. I cannot open that. This is crazy. This is so at home with Whatzaraloves. That's my grad dress. I washed it straight away because for my grad meal I had a curry. I was covered in that. Yeah, I put these out this morning. Oh, are they dry? I can't tell if they're dry or cold. No, they're actually not dry. I was about to literally boast and be like, I put these out this morning and they're already dry. That Blank Street thing was so nice. I'd never tried pistachio before, but I guess that's really what all this like Dubai chocolate hype is. They like smear like pistachio butter around the inside of the cup. That was delicious. I would eat that on toast. I really get the hype now. If that's what's inside Dubai chocolate, then I will fuck that up. Yeah, I just went there. That place is always so busy. I can like never vlog in there. And then went to the park and played some Uno, and then I was in the park and like it's graduation season right now and this family were like sat like drinking wine in the park, whatever, and then they clearly had to go somewhere and they didn't finish their wine, so they came over and they were like, do you want this wine? And it was chicken wine, and I was like, absolutely I want that wine. They were like pouring it into cups, their mouth hadn't been on the bottle, so I took this family's wine instead of it going in the bin. So I was like, oh, like what can I cook with this? Like I'll obviously drink it, but I was like, oh, I should cook something. So I went and got fish, and I'm going to make some sort of like white wine fish dinner. And then going out tonight to celebrate all the graduations, because out of my friendship group of 5, 2 graduated yesterday, me and Francis, 2 graduate today, and then Cam graduates in a few months. So yeah, we're going to go out and celebrate so we can cook together and catch up. Kitchen segment. I am, instead of telling you what I'm making while I make it, I'm just going to overlay the recipe from TikTok that I'm following. I really don't know how I used to like decide what I was going to eat before TikTok. So many of my recipes I get from TikTok. And like my meal inspiration, like Google recipe use. Like a BBC Good Food website must be, like the usage of that must be so low. Because I feel like back in the day, if I wanted to learn how to make like a white wine chicken or white wine fish, whatever I'm making, you would just type that into Google. But like visual learner, I'm all over TikTok now, and I know like so many people are the same. This is kind of crazy that I'm making dinner with a random stranger's wine from the park. But they look like a very lovely family, and the person I was with knew them as well. They were like, they come into my work all the time, so I trust them. The last day I vlogged, like there's these days in the vlogs and then there's like a day before. There's like a cooking kitchen segment of that. And I started editing that back that night, and I like went into such like a, I was about to say bad way there. Bad way is not the right way to describe that. I always throw around that term like, oh, I got in such a bad way. But like an identity crisis watching that back. I'm not that much of like a body insecure person, but like that footage of me in that kitchen sent me so west. Like obviously I see myself in like the mirror or in photos, and like the average person like would really like be able to like analyze how they look from like photos or like videos someone takes, like I say in the club dancing or whatever. But like there's something about having to like edit footage back at yourself that like you really have to look at yourself. And the footage of me cooking in the kitchen that you'll have seen earlier in this vlog, like part of me is genuinely thinking like I can't include that, which is terrible, because like that's me. But that's generally also why I did not vlog the next day or the day after that, because I really was like so insecure after watching that. That's the worst thing as well, which again YouTube, like if you vlog a lot, what you can do is obviously go and look back at like vlogs from like however long ago and like compare how you look. I fucking went down the rabbit hole that night of doing that, comparing how I looked last year to this year. Don't do that. And I know like the only thing you should compare yourself to is like, am I improving with my craft? Am I happier? Like, am I smarter? Like that's the only thing you should be comparing and like trying to strive towards like leveling up. But I really was looking at myself this time last year, editing that back, and was like, nah, I can't post that. All I'm saying here is that I put on weight. And like, it's one of those things where like, I spoke about this beforehand, like all these type of things, like yeah, I would never judge on someone else. If that was anyone in my life, anyone I watch online, like you just wouldn't care, like I wouldn't even have thoughts towards it because like it means nothing. But see when it's yourself, and I know a lot of people relate to me on this, like things you wouldn't care about anyone, when it's yourself, you're like not fine with you though. And like genuinely for like 2 days, I was heavy, like right, I'm not drinking anymore, like I'm not going out anymore, like no chucky snacks, like heavy, was like about to limit myself. And it's just never that deep. It's never that deep. I would have missed out on so many nice things. Like I was just miserable, thinking like, oh my goodness, I need to suddenly just like cut back on like eating out with friends, like going out with friends, like having all these sweet treats and stuff. That's what life is about. Life is about those things. Those type of things bring me so much happiness, and if that happiness comes with weight, then so fucking be it. I'm past it now. I know this happens to a lot of people though in like summer, like lead up to summer, like these type of thoughts get more rife. And like I know like even things like, I don't use Snapchat, but like I did obviously used to use Snapchat, like Snapchat memories that you're constantly reminded of what you used to look like. And there's just so much room for comparison always. And girls, it's never that deep. Sorry if that was a triggering combo. That was meant to be uplifting and reassuring. I had a dish like this once. I've had so many jobs. Like I can't express how many jobs I've had. One of the jobs I had, I was like working in a social media agency. And we worked for, like the social media agency had like brands that worked, like they were their clients. And one of the clients was this really fancy restaurant in Edinburgh called Divino. It's a very fancy restaurant, like fancy. They do like wine flights and stuff. Side note, one time on shift I got to do a wine flight and make content about it. That was a great job. Anyway, also what I used to just get to do is like go to these restaurants and just order fancy food, like once a week. Get to go order fancy food and then make content about it, like for these brand pages, not on like my own pages, like it was like for the client. And the first time I ever had like fish in like a white wine sauce, like white fish in a white wine sauce, was at that restaurant. So this really reminds me of that. Crazy I was getting paid to do that. Crazy I was on the clock getting paid to do wine flights. I'm not complaining, no.
Is actually talking about this.
Diva's dinner is served. I get really paranoid cooking like not even just cooking fish, cooking anything that is not cooked, so I always heavy cut it up. Like obviously if you ordered something like this in a restaurant, the fish would come as one slab, but I can't trust that to not mash it up, but you know what I mean, to check it's cooked inside. So the presentation doesn't look great, but I'll try it and see. Hopefully the taste is there. Taste is there. Presentation 2 out of 10. Taste 10 out of 10. Gorgeous. I'm rewatching Stranger Things right now. Oh, I made a new desktop wallpaper. Rewatching Stranger Things right now, because that new season's coming out and they take so long to make a season that I always forget what happens. So rewatching that and then gonna go out later. But yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be it for the vlog. I think I just want to get this up because it's been so long that I'd rather just get up a shorter vlog than like wait. But yeah, all my love to you. You know this is the end of the vlog because I did my MacBook ends, but gonna enjoy this. Also, this is such a fancy meal. I've never made this before. I look like I'm eating hella fancy meals. This is given graduation. Let me make myself a fancy meal. You know I'm usually eating not this fancy stuff. Me cooking with the white wine sauce is crazy. Hello, welcome to the end of the vlog. You've reached the final segment. Ignore the look of me. I've been editing in bed all day. I always like film these the day they go up, so this is gonna literally get uploaded as soon as this is done. Thank you so much for watching the vlog. I really don't want to say this is the last Edinburgh vlog, but it very well could be. Like, literally packing all my shit. I was packing everything until like midnight last night. It's Sunday right now. I literally get my keys on Wednesday. Terrifying. I don't move till the week after though. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I feel like there was too much food talk in a way that I worry is not healthy for like the vlog. Like, so situational given to this vlog, but like just because I started with that heavy like ultra processed food talk for like the podcast, which was completely devoid of like any form of weight conversation, like that was very much looking at like the social inequalities of food and like food poverty and like how like access to healthy food is inaccessible. Like that's how the whole ultra processed thing came around. But I just think when I paired that with that kitchen meltdown, I don't know, I kept it in because I just feel like it's raw and I genuinely feel that's an important conversation to be having, but I don't know if it killed the tone of this vlog. So I really, if you made it to the end, I really hope that was fine. But that feels like a big sisterly chat. That it's like an important chat to have, so I want to keep that in. But yeah, cheers. I'm so shiny because I've literally got the worst heat rash. I've not been wearing jewelry in days because like my chest is so sore. But yeah, chest sore, fringe short. Got that cut yesterday. I need to style that. But all my love to yous. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this was no one's first time watching one of these vlogs because this was a crazy one to start on. But I love you so much and I'll see you soon, besties.